Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Journeys Through History, and this is our series, Museum Mondays, where we journey to and explore some lesser-known museums that pack a pretty big punch. On today's adventure, we're heading to the southern tip of Pinellas County, Florida, to beautiful Fort De Soto Park, where we'll explore a little piece of history hidden in plain sight that's tucked away along this coastal paradise. This is the Fort De Soto Quartermaster's Storehouse Museum. Now, if you're thinking Fort De Soto is all about beaches, kayaks, sunshine, and picnic spots, well, you're not wrong. But there's more to it than that. There's some serious history on these sandy shores. When Fort De Soto was active, it was no beach resort vibe. The modern history of Fort De Soto began in 1849 with a group of U.S. Army engineers commissioned to explore the utility of the island known as Mullet Key. After studying various islands surrounding Tampa Bay, the engineers chose Egmont and Mullet Keys for military use. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, Mullet and Egmont Keys were part of a massive push to modernize U.S. coastal defenses in response to the Spanish-American War. It was one of many forts built to protect American ports, in this case, Tampa Bay. The fort contained a full military post with 29 buildings, including barracks, stables, a hospital, mess hall, and the quartermaster's storehouse. The quartermaster's storehouse is the building that supplies uniforms, rations, tools, and gear for the soldiers. By the 1920s, coastal defense systems were changing rapidly, and these forts were decommissioned. Fast forward nearly a century later, most of Fort De Soto's original structures were lost to storms, demolition, and time. But in 1999, using historic photos and government documentation, a group called Friends of Fort De Soto rebuilt the storehouse, carefully replicating it down to the shingles on its roof. The museum opened officially on Veterans Day, November 11th, 2000. I have to admit, I've gone by this building many times and never once thought that I should check to see if those doors opened. Turns out they do, and you should go inside. Once inside, you'll be greeted by a mannequin quartermaster surrounded by replicated gear, everything he would have issued to soldiers over a century ago. Wall panels narrate the local story going back to Tocobaga tribes and Spanish explorers through the Spanish-American War and Tampa Bay's coastal defense era. There are recovered artifacts, too, remnants found within the park, a World War II practice bomb, military badges, tools, my least favorite artifact, a rattlesnake skin, even a woman's dress and playing cards that give a glimpse into everyday life of that era. A touchscreen kiosk, camouflaged as a supply crate, offers interactive content, photos, film clips, narration, history of Battery Laidley's massive 12-inch mortars, and more. It's brief and focused. It's one room, but it's packed with stories, perfect for a quick history stop. It's free admission, with only a parking fee for the park. Battery Laidley, just steps away across the parking lot, houses the last 4-carriage mounted 12-inch mortars in the continental U.S. It's part of the site listed on the National Register in 1977. You'll meet volunteers and park staff who are passionate, welcoming, and thrilled to share the story of this local treasure. Or you might find that you have the place to yourself like I did when I visited. If you're planning a beach day at Fort De Soto Park, and I highly recommend you do, you should dedicate 30 minutes to the Quartermaster's Storehouse Museum. It's informative, feel-good local history, and it really brings the old fort story to life. Bonus, you can still bike or kayak or hang out at the beach before or afterward. Double bonus, the space is air-conditioned. It's a perfect break from the Florida heat and humidity. Thanks for tagging along on this Museum Monday adventure. Did this museum surprise you as much as it surprised us? Drop us a comment and please hit like so that we can bring you more Museum Monday tours, History Hidden, and journeys through history. Until next time, keep exploring the places where the history happened